Hi folks, a very warm welcome to you. My name is Nick, thank you for clicking on the video. We're having a look this time at FREDDY HARDEST in South Manhattan, or Manhattan, I think it's South Manhattan, on the ZXspectrum 48K, published by Dinamic Software in 1989. It's a game that was come out on the Amiga, Amstrad CPC, Commodore 64, Atari ST and a number of other things. It's all in Spanish, I'm not quite sure what I'm doing, but I'm going to define my own keys to think what matches up there. We've already reviewed FREDDY HARDEST, which came out in 1987. This game is completely different to that. FREDDY HARDEST, you'd crash landed on some planet, so there's me looking a bit monochrome, and you had to fight aliens. This looks a little bit different. So it's a 2D scrolling, horizontal, beat 'em up. We do punches and kicks and stuff. I don't think you can pick anything up. The graphics look quite good here, despite there being the monochromes. A lot of care's been taken in the detail. The fighting isn't brilliant. I'm getting surrounded quite quickly. There's the energy bar in the middle, and I'm dead. Right. So there's some skills to be learnt during this one. This is the first time I played the game. If I don't get very far, I will try it with a cheat on it. So the graphics are a lot better than FREDDY HARDEST, but I think initially I do prefer the playability of FREDDY HARDEST, although it was very similar. Well, all the way through that individual game. That one you were fighting aliens. This one you're fighting individual people. It's quite large sprites here, but the playability, well, has to be said, isn't great. Can I climb up that box there? No, I'm dead again. Right. Lives in the bottom left on that yellow dragon 3. The stage you're on the green dragon. So 3 lives left, stage 1. If you had this one back in the day, let me know. I'm a bit ambivalent with this at the moment. Graphics are good, but it doesn't play great. Animates really well. It's one of those ones where someone went back and put some colour in it. It might get something. It looks like there's too many enemies to beat, but that just might be me because it'd be in my first go. Let's see how long the stages are. Although Golden Axe wasn't a very good, particularly great conversion in my opinion of the arcade one. I think I preferred it to that one because you could go up and down the screen. Here it's just left and right, and that's it. And I'm just punching my way through, but it seems like there's a hell of a lot of people to beat. But from the screenshots, it would have lured a few people in for sure. I'm quite interested to see what this looks like on the Commodore Amiga, to see if the playability is any different at all. Right. Okay. Now, a motorbike just passed by outside, so that weren't in the game. You might have heard that. What's that thing? Right, come on. Get ready. We've got 1 life left. Can we outrun that? No, perhaps we have to outrun that. I was trying to jump and kill it, but there we go. Game over already. So let's put a cheat in it for infinite strength, I think. So FREDDY HARDEST 87. This one, Dynamic Software 1989. Sometimes called FREDDY HARDEST in Manhattan, but I think the real name is FREDDY HARDEST in South Manhattan. Yeah. Does it look like Manhattan? If you are from Manhattan, comment below. Now I'm trying all the buttons to see if we can damage any of this scenery or pick up boxes like Double Dragon. Doesn't look like you can do here, or Streets of Rage I should say, on the Mega Drive. Come on Nick, you can do this, can you? I don't know. Right, anyway. You see the magenta energy in the bottom's not going down. That's not turning into green this time. So I can at least show you what the end of the stage looks like to see if there's any baddies. The moves just seem to be flying kicks, low kicks and punches. But there's miles too many to do this properly. There's miles too many enemies, and they just get stuck on you. With things like Target Renegade and Renegade, at least you can move up and down the screen to try and get out of their way. Here, you just get surrounded by a load of them, and it's, well, pretty much game over, I think. If you know any skills to this or any tips, let me know, because if you had it back in the day and played it a lot, you might get a lot more out of the game than what I'm getting here. But overall, I don't like it. It sure looks pretty, but the playability, yeah, I would have got frustrated at the amount of times I quickly died, because although I got a cheat on here or a poke, I think I would have died quite a lot of times. If there's a way of getting on top of those boxes, let me know, but I don't think there is. Looking at the space available on the top of the screen, it doesn't scroll up and down, it just scrolls horizontally left or right. 5 lives left, it's going to stay on 5 lives, so we'll just do 1 or 2 stages, see if it varies a bit. But it's a bit laborious, this one. It's a bit of a grinding game, and consequently not much fun, which is a shame really, because it sure looks pretty. Have a look at the review of FREDDY HARDEST if you haven't already, which isn't the greatest game in the world, lacked a bit of variety again, but I prefer it to this. Get ready. FREDDY HARDEST in South Manhattan. Yes, right, we'll go through that. I don't know what those are. That might signal the end of that part of the stage. Going to be any meaty end level bosses that might save this? Possibly. But yeah, hats off to the people who've done the graphics. That's outstanding. Probably the best I've seen it. I don't think they could have made the sprites a lot bigger. If they do, it would have slowed down. The speed's quite well, and remember this is all in 48K. So hats off there. So I see it more as sort of like a demo rather than a proper game I could enjoy. Oh, that's it, is it? There wasn't an end of level boss. Stage 2 just continues where it left off, where that boat is. No multi-load, which is good. Who's this bloke with the big ponytail? He doesn't seem to be dying. Extreme punches. Oh, God. How many hits is this guy going to take? Oh, that's ridiculous. Look at the amount of people I'm surrounded by now. There's nothing I can do about that. I mean, you'd be instantly dead here, wouldn't you? I think this game is flawed. Unless there's some special, like, super move that I don't know about. Let me know if there's a super move. I might be completely missing the point of this game. A bit like Streets of Rage, where you can jump up and do rotating kicks, not everyone flying. But I'm just surrounded by loads of people. It's like that comedy bit in Airplane, where there's all queuing up to try and stop this hysterical woman go crazy. And I am going crazy. Look, I mean, hit on the head with a club. Look how many of them are there. In fact, 12, 13, 14, 15. The whole screen's... Oh, look, this is so stupid, it's funny. How many people... Oh, look. How many people are on screen at the same time? This is bad. This is super bad. How would you survive out of this? Yeah. What can you say? What can you say about this? There must be a super move that I'm not getting. I'm surely they couldn't have done the game like this. It'd be too tricky for me to punch a queue of loads of people. I mean, since lockdowns eased, the queue to the hairdressers isn't even this long. And why are they all queuing up to try and beat FREDDY Hardest? Well, it is hardest. I'm going to go out on a limb here. I don't think anyone completed this without the poke on it. I am going out on a limb. Not sure what this would have scored back in the day, but not very much. I seem to try and imagine where the tape arrives at reviewers in magazines and stuff, and them loading this up with not much time available, and them not getting past much of screen 1. I think that's probably what happened. I'd imagine. Biff, 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 biff. It might be time for a sometime later graphic at the moment, because this is just grinding all the way. Right. Right, apologies if there's any noise in the background. There's quite a lot of stuff going on outside, and I think I've left the window open. But I needed some fresh air, you know. You need fresh air to stay healthy. You don't want to be indoors all day playing stuff like this. Move on. Now, if this is the first video you've watched on the channel, please consider subscribing if you like this kind of crazy commentary. We've really got quite a lot of ZXspectrum games at time of recording, coming up to 800, so do check out the playlist. There might be a favourite there that you like back from the day. It's probably very likely, actually. Are we dancing or are we fighting? Come on. I'm not sure we have to fight all these people. We can just keep walking right. Come on. End of stage 2. I'm debating whether I should leave it here. Oh look at that's good. We're kicking mice now. We're being attacked by mice. They go flying. That's the best bit of the game so far. Kick that, kick that, kick that. It's a shame this, because the graphics are outstanding. They just needed to cut right down on the amount of people attacking you. Maybe make it about a half or a quarter of those sort of people, and that would have been it. What's that? Right, that noise you can hear, that beep beep, that's the sound of a chainsaw. Beep 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 beep. You know those chainsaws that go beep 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 beep. There's 2 chainsaw people. I don't know about you, if I was in a fight and a couple of chainsaw people come out behind me, chainsawing my bottom, I don't think I'd last very long, unless I had a poke on it. Well, the high score 27520, and my score, well, much higher than that. Oh, I want to get out of here. If I wasn't doing a review, I'd be out of here already. You might completely disagree with me, of course. What do you think of this game? Do you like it? Do you think it's great? It's it might look great from these screenshots and the way it's moving, but I tell you, it's absolutely impossible. Right, come on. Beat 'em up's always a little bit tough to do on the ZXspectrum. Some did it a lot better than others. Have a look at the homebrew Mighty Final Fight. They did quite good there, but there you could go up and down. They made the graphics a little bit smaller so you get more movement, so the computer wasn't stressed doing as much as it did. Scrolling's quite smooth on this one, as you would expect. It's good for the 48K. So yeah, I think you pretty much know what I think about it, don't you? Good graphically, well put together, good scrolling, but they got the playability and the difficulty all wrong. And that ruins it a little bit. A lot, actually. I mean, look at the amount of people I'm now surrounded by. That 5 one side to the left, about 4 the other side. People that are taking more than one hit to die. They're all surrounding me. It's like they're autograph hunters or something, and I'm some crazy... Well, they're not autograph hunters, are they? They're trying to punch me in the face. They don't like me. Come on, get out of here. We gotta get out of this place. Do 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 do. If it's the last thing we ever do. Oh man, caravan. A whole site of caravans. Oh man, a million caravans. I mean, I'm losing the will to live here. Look at this. How many people on screen? Write down in the comment section below. How many people on screen at the same time queuing up to beat me up? You remember that magenta bar in the middle there? Before I had the cheat on that going down. But you know, I must be playing this wrong. Surely it can't be this bad. It's like some crazy April Fool's joke. April Fool! You're going to complete this game. No, you're not. April Fool. I do feel like a fool. Right. If you're watching these live as they go up, this went up on Saturday, so there will be another game already up or going up soon, I think. I'm probably at work at the time you're watching this, if you're watching it live. Hooray! Right, not too many left. At least the Chainsaw Man's gone. What are those boxes? Are they like empty pizza boxes? I don't know what they are. Right, one left. Ponytail Fall. Right, please by that be the end of the stage. No more, please. No more. No. Oh, there he is again. Here he is again, taking a million hits. Here comes his mates. Here comes Chainsaw Harry. Oh no! Here they're queuing up again. A big load of people that you don't want to invite to your party. It's carnage and not in a good way. Is South Manhattan like this? It seems like quite a rough neighbourhood. I always got the idea of Manhattan being quite nice. It's in New York, isn't it? New York, what a hell of a town. The Big Apple, they should call it the Big Chainsaw, I suppose. Big Toffee Apple. If you are from South Manhattan or New York, let me know in the comment section below. They didn't have this in Friends. Where was Friends set? That was in New York. What island? I'll be there for you when the chainsaw goes up your bum. Da, 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 da. Oh, man. Oh, come on, Fred. Fred Flintstone. Right, come, this must be the last bit now. This is very arduous. If you're still here listening to me and watching this, then well done you. Comment below. Say I've watched this far in. Hello, and I'll probably say hello back or something like that. There wasn't a third one, as far as I'm aware. I think there's 2 Freddy Hardest games. Then they ditched it. Probably after the bad reviews. Well, I don't know if this got bad reviews. I presume it did. Did it? Maybe. Anyway. As I say, it's all about personal experiences. If you had this with nostalgia on, you might have liked it. But the amount of people on the screen, look at them. We're going past a big truck. That's the end. Stage 3. Well, I'm not going to go any further on that because my brain can't take it. So I hope you liked having a look at that game. That was Freddy Hardest in South Manhattan on the ZXspectrum 48K. Posted by Dynamic Software in 1989. Looks nice. I didn't like it. Gameplay was atrocious. So, you know, if you've got any comments about this game, similar games, or anything retro, then please put that below. You're always more than welcome, and I love reading your comments. Until next time, take great care of yourself, and a very fond goodbye.
Goodbye.